Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's first video is how I achieve this makeup. And yeah, so if you want to learn, just keep watching. Teach you guys how I do my makeup. I wouldn't say everyday makeup because I don't do my makeup every day, but this is just what I do. First things first, you want to have clean skin. Wash your face, okay? I use the Neutrogena daily acne scrub, and then for my moisturizer I use the CeraVe daily moisturizer. I like to start off with my brows. I use the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. This is what it looks like. And I just press that into my brows and I comb them up and like out, if that makes sense. While that's drying, I'm gonna take my primer. This is my Holy Grail. I've been using this since I started using it. I don't know, it's been a few years now. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I'm like that much. So while that's drying down, I'm gonna take my brow pencil. This is the NYX micro brow pencil in the shade Brunette. And you can do like little hair strokes at the beginning of your brow, but you don't want to do nothing too dark. Don't press too hard. Have a very light hand when doing this, because you can make your brows dark on accident. You'll have to start over again. And when you're doing makeup, makeup is a real trust the process type shit. Okay, so next I'm gonna conceal under my brow. I'm using my my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Creme Brulee. I'm gonna just take a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna take a flat rounded brush, and I'm only gonna conceal this back part of my brows. I just go about midway, like right there. Be careful when you do your eyebrows, because you don't want to push the concealer up and into the hairs, because then that just will ruin your brows. So next, since my face is already primed, next up is my base. So I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade 2, I think. It's okay. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here. On my side of my face. And I think this is really, this is really the only part I really use a beauty blender for. So we're gonna blend this out. This right here is just gonna make the skin look glowy underneath the foundation. That's done. I'm gonna take my foundation. I use the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Santa Fe. And I'm gonna take a few pumps of that on the back of my hand. Probably about that much. Once the makeup, I feel as if your base should be like your expensive products, like your foundations and your concealers, just because obviously that's what's covering the blemishes and whatever. But that's just me. And I have extra foundation on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna take this square concealer brush, and I'm just gonna go around my brows and carve that out. Take my foundation brush. This is the EcoTools Flawless Foundation Brush. It's like a flat kind of square looking thing, and I blend out the perimeters of my face first before I go in and do anything else. So blend this out first. Using brushes just really helps keep the product in place, and you want to tap, don't swipe, tap, because if not, you'll move your product around. It'll go places you don't want it to go. So just tap through. You see how soft and pretty now? And I try not to blend my foundation all the way up into my hair, but sometimes it just goes. If I have any brush strokes like around my mouth, is where I get them the worst. I just go on my beauty blender and I blend it in like that. Okay. So this is the base so far. Okay, next thing I do is my cream bronzer. I use the e.l.f. putty bronzer. This is in the shade, I think, Bronze de Belle. I use bronzer, I don't contour or anything. Take my bronzer and I put it right here. Some people put it like right along with their ear, but I put it higher up just so I can get that lifted look. We'll take my beauty blender and go over top of that. So next is concealer. And y'all, this is the thing with makeup. If you're gonna wear makeup, put the product on your face. Don't put no little, no. We putting product on our face. This is the best way to get the coverage and stuff that you're looking for. I don't do natural bases. I mean, I used to, like when I first started makeup, but now I just can't do that. It also, like this makeup routine, my makeup routine used to be different than this. I follow Uche Notori's base routine. And since then, I've been doing my makeup like this, and it comes out flawless and perfect every time. Let that sit on my face for a few minutes. I'm going to do some cream blush. The e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in this shade Pinky Promise. And these are pigmented, okay? You don't need a lot. You just need a little dot here and a little dot here. Take a flat brush, a small flat brush, kind of similar to the one I used to do my cream contour, and I'm just gonna blend that out. I blended my blush all the way up into my bronzer and everything. I still want it to sit for a few minutes, so while that's doing that, I'm gonna get all my powders ready. So pressed powder, I use the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom. This is what I use to bake and set under my eyes. I use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless and the Warm Nude to set the rest of my face. And then for bronzer, I use the Wet n Wild bronzer. The shade, oh my gosh, so many S's. Sunset Striptease. It's in Crumbles right now, but that's the one I use. And then I also use the e.l.f. Blush and Glow palette. To rehydrate my concealer, I used my MAC Fix Plus. I need to get some more. And I'm just gonna rehydrate. And I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, what's that? A Real Techniques setting brush, but I use it to blend out my concealer. And you wanna tap everything in place where you want it. Cause if not, then yeah. So then let me just show you. So light-handedly, very, very light. We're gonna blend out the edges first. And we're gonna blend everything up because you want that lifted look. You don't want your face to look droopy. And when you think you're done blending, keep blending. Look at that. Girl! Tip to avoid flashback. When you're using your setting powder, I'm finna go in with the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom powder. You wanna press it into your skin before you bake. Especially set everywhere we highlighted or put concealer by pressing this in before we go in and bake and do anything else. So now I'm gonna take the Demi powder on a brush like this, and I'm just gonna set everything. So now I'm gonna go with my bronzer on a big fluffy brush. This is the brush I use for my bronzer. I don't contour or bronzer, blend up. You see how I'm blending up? And this will continue to keep your face looking lifted. And I always bring it kind of like up near my eyes, just because I feel like my face is very round, and this will kind of help make it look a little more narrow kind of looking. You see what I'm saying? That is done. I'm going to now bake using the Huda Beauty powder. It's one of the most important parts, I feel like, in your makeup, because this right here will really, one, make sure your concealer and stuff is locked in. I like to do this line right here. This will, it cuts, it chisels your face. That is setting. I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. Getting this Profusion palette for my eyeshadow. And I'm taking the shade Top Notch right here, and I blend it right here into my eyebrow, and then like down on this side. I don't know, I'm not good at explaining, so I'm just gonna show you what I do. So, and then you blend it up right here, and it kind of like helps contour my nose a little bit. Have patience with this, because if you have no patience, you gon' look like you did your shit in the dark. So next, I'm gonna take a flat brush, and then I'm gonna take this really light shade, and I'm just gonna put that right here. And I like to bring it up a little bit. Once that's done, I'm going to wipe off my bake. I want to bring some more color back in my face, so I'm gonna use the blush. First, I'm gonna take the lightest blush in here, and I'm gonna put that right on top of my bronzer. Blush is the first thing to disappear off your face, so I put a lot of it. So now I'm gonna take, I want to do this corally color up here. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna put it on top. I'm gonna set my face. The setting spray I use is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but this one is the Vitamin C in Cactus Flower. Ladies, please, 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 please don't do no little thing that's gonna set your makeup. You have to drench your face with this setting spray in order for it to actually do its job, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna wipe this foundation off my lip. Next step I do is add my beauty marks. The mascara on. I use the, what is this? Essence Lash Princess, the Curl in Volume 1. Next, I put my bottom mascara. It's the same brand, but it's the False Lash Effect. Next, I put some lashes on. Lashes I'm using, it's these ones from the hair supply store. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you my lip combo. So I'm gonna use the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Brooklyn Thorn. And this is more of a cool toned brown lip liner. That is outline my lips. The next thing I do is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. On taking my Fenty gloss in the shade Sweet Mouth. And there is my finished makeup routine.